What's up, everybody? This is your friendly neighborhood Doctrine in the house. For all y'all who are my day ones and been knowing me for a long time, I used to always introduce myself like that on Gospel Wave. I swagger Jack Spider-Man, but hey, superheroes are cool. Um, so this is the first episode of Doctrinn'S Diary, and pretty much what it is a series. If you haven't seen the post, I'll explain real quick. It's going to be a video series exclusively on Facebook of me going over every song that I've ever done, participated in, and letting you hear the song and giving you some information on how it was made, any problems that I faced, and just pretty much giving you a backstory. So I pray and hope that you stick with me. I'm normally going to do one song each episode, but today, because it's the first episode, I'm going to do two. And then they're all going to be in the same order that they were actually released. So, the first song we're going to cover is my very first song. I still like it today. The quality, kind of throws it off a little bit, but, you got to start somewhere. When you were using the equipment that I was, it could become very difficult, to say the least. It's called Not Standing By Myself featuring Unveiled. I've known Unveiled for a long time. I knew he was making music, and I really liked his music. I wanted to work with him. So, when I decided that, I got a theme, I got a song. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm all muffled and everything like that. I woke up this morning with the flu. Really not feeling good, but I'm going to keep pushing for you guys. Um, when I came up with the theme and I had the idea, me and G-Top went over to Unveiled's house. Now, G-Top is my little brother. He was helping me out at the time. I'll get that out in a second because he actually appears in the music video. And we went to see Unveiled. I explained it to him. He said, "Let me know what you got, and let's make something happen." He liked the beat. I love the beat, so I'm like, "All right, cool. We're just gonna put out a free song, throw it on YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever we can." And so, a week later, I'm at his house. He had a home studio, so we're putting in that work. We're writing our lyrics. We're going over, giving each other's feedback and whatnot. And once we finally had everything done and recorded, that was the easy part. We had some technical issues again, and yeah. So it took a lot longer, but yeah. I wanted to make the song, and I stuck with it because the whole point of the song is that even as Christians, we feel like we're alone, but at the same time, sometimes even though we feel alone, we're not standing by ourselves. God is standing right there with us. So, just a little, remembrance. Um, and yeah, we put the clip together. I remember, being in the studio and he's sitting there listening to me, and it's like, that don't sound right. And I'm like, all right, let me change it. And then he's like, you know what, you should sing this part like this. And I'm like, all right, let me give it a shot. Now, in the end, because at the time I was running Final Reflect Entertainment, so I had due dates, and I did the one thing that you should never do as an artist: advertise that something's coming out before it's even made. So if you're in that habit, that's a really, really good habit to get out of. Because I kept doing that, and I had a lot of people asking me, "Hey, when's that song coming out?" I'm like, I had to scrap it for this reason or for that reason, whatever. So yeah, I will tell you right now, the quality, it might be a little bit hard to hear, especially if you're on a phone. So I would suggest using headphones. But also, I put the subtitles to the lyrics at the bottom. This one right here is a still picture video, so it's just going to show different pictures of me and G-Top. Because I think at the time that I was trying to get some pictures, Unveiled was out of town and he didn't have his computer with him to send me any. So I just used pictures of me since it's my song then. Um, but yeah, so writing process was good, recording process was good. It was a mixing and mastering. It sounded great in the software. And I don't even remember what software we used, but it sounded great in the software. But the like whenever you bounced it out as a whole, it just I don't know what it did. It just did something. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Um, Please bear with me with the quality. This was my first project, so I did what I could. You know, what can I say? But I still stand behind my work. I still like it, and hopefully, you know, you find it edifying as well. Um, so yeah, let's check it out.
D.O.C. aka Unveiled. Final Reflect Entertainment. Good sounds. Come on. Yeah. And faith is a powerful weapon. I already know how to let go. What's done is done. Put it so, put it so. Move forward with each step you take. What goes from your past taught you when they've taught you. In part, it hurts you. You realize that the discipline come to part two. This world is evil by nature. You should've never let go of this feeling. Seems like I missed the hours. I ain't no trying to change, but it's all the same. I ain't no hope that I war against you. For that purpose they all rise up got you. Chase me out front with all your mercy, God. More than once, memories can play like the painful melodies. The world is so expecting seeds. Their plots, they won't succeed. See, they got you late, still got time. Just close your eyes to feel the divine love from God. And understanding how merciful our God can be. See, there is someone to save you. Faith, you can always see us good. See how to love with all your mercy. Why? Why? Sorry. It's not in my heart, but I'm loving the most of God. I know I'm gonna make it. Seems like every step that I take is another mistake to this world, cause I can't take it. Through the grace of God, I got redemption to salvation, so I know I'm gonna make it. Through the thoughts in my head, seems the day that I'm in my bed, I can't shake it. It's not in my heart, but I'm loving the most of God. I know I'm gonna make it. I'm standing by myself.
I don't remember why we abruptly ended it. We couldn't get it to fade right, I guess. I don't remember. I mean, this was like almost a decade ago. So, but yeah, man. That's still today, like till today, one of my favorite songs that I've ever done. Because not only do I enjoy working with Unveiled, and he couldn't be here today, unfortunately. He has a lot on his plate. So, like I said, this man stays busy. So hopefully, I'm going to be covering other songs that I've done with him. Hopefully, he'll be able to make an appearance. Um, yeah, I mean, I feel like that song could be more impactful if I could find a producer that could precisely create that beat. I mean, it's generally a loop. I pretty much just found a loop and I just kept looping it. Got a loop from Looperman. um, yeah, and then we just do it together. That way we can make it as long as we want. But I think it's one of my more meaningful songs. If I want to get like, because I've got goofy songs, I got songs where I'm just chopping it up. You're gonna hear all of them. So yeah, I think it was a good experience, and especially for it being my first song working with another artist that I really look up to. I think that's what means the most to me. So even though the quality's not that great, I stand by my work. I'm proud of it. Um, you guys might have noticed that I threw in a bunch of Korean. I was learning Korean back then, so I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna throw a little bit in here, and Korean artists, they sit there and they're like da 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 plus da 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 love da 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 da, and I'm like, all right, so they're throwing a little bit of English to polish it up. Maybe I could do the exact opposite. Um, so please forgive. I was still learning. I was like in the very beginning stages of learning. So please forgive me if you know Korean and I use some of the wrong words, or maybe it was in the wrong place of the sentence structure, um, or if I said something and it means something else. Hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I didn't cuss thinking I was saying one thing and I wasn't. um, but yeah, I stand by it. I stand by it. All right. So the second song, um, this is another one of my favorites, and it's because me and G Top put a music video together. Now here's a disclaimer about this song. It was never mixed and mastered. It was just put together, and I just tried to volume everything out the best that I could. A couple of the echoes you're gonna notice are way off. That's definitely gonna be noticeable, but I still stand by it. G Top directed it. He had a whole bunch of ideas for shots. And you ever notice that, like, in a lot of music videos, what they're talking about and then what they're doing in the video has nothing to do with each other? I could sit there and be talking about how much I love spaghetti, but the entire time I'm just driving in the car, just looking stupid, like, what's that? And then there's no spaghetti in there either, so it happens. But this one, if you remember, I said I used to own a label called Final Reflect Entertainment. This one's called Final Reflect. I thought it was just appropriate, and the video, this was 10 years ago. I think the highest quality goes to like 380p. It might actually go up to 720. I'm not sure. But both of these songs, if you like either one of them, are going to be uploaded to the Neon Global Network as well as any other song that I cover, as long as I have everyone's permission. Um, so I hope you like it. The song is pretty much wrapped around the same concept as I wrapped the company around. When you join the label Final Reflect Entertainment, which is no longer a label, by the way, guys. So I apologize. I'm on the Neon Global now. I started something new. Um, but in a nutshell, it was like I wanted you to understand that when you join my team, you got one chance. You get one final reflect to look back and see the sin and the wrong that you've done, and then you got to let it go and move forward and be the best version of you that you can, as a Christian, as a person, as a wife, husband, whatever the case may be, in all aspects of your life. And just don't look back no more. Don't let the past affect you no more. So I hope you guys like it. You're probably not going to need headphones for this one because it's like I said, it's loud. So, and keep in mind, that I didn't mix it. I didn't know how to mix, and I couldn't get someone to mix it. So I put it out there. You got to start somewhere, man. And I wasn't afraid to start with, trying to be as creative as I could. So hopefully the video, you like it. Um, Definitely let me know your feedback about it, and let's check it out.
Here I go again, every time I look back, feels like I'm condemned. Look back on myself, reflecting while I'm still hearing that myself has changed for the better. This is the end of that diary. What I've done no longer exists to me. You've got nothing to say to me, especially an apology. You don't regret what you've done. As I walk away and that mirror cracks, there's no need to be obsessed. That part of me has done and passed. Now break it down. Actions speak louder than words. I reflect on what I did, but all the things I did to build myself up the whole time y'all was doubting me. But now I see clear perfectly. All the moves I made, all the hurt I caused can't define who I am. I won't let it, it's up to God, so I got cheat. Here I go again, every time I look back, feels like I'm condemned. Look back on myself, reflecting while I'm still hearing that myself has changed for the better. My final reflect, it's my final reflect, it's my final reflect, my final reflect, it's my final reflect. This is my final reflection. After this I'm letting go, cause if I keep holding on to the sins and the wrong I've done, it'll be like Moa Koyeo. Onje you come out and find yourself. Onja's a sinful soul. Jiguma know what took a toll, where I went wrong. I don't rest with my heart and let go. Just allow what a piece of me in which I hold to be thrown away. It's in a fragile state, but I do it for the Lord. It's like trial and error, no way I could bear it. But regardless, you cared in my life, you changed, allowed me to make it to see better days. Here I go again, every time I look back, feels like I'm condemned. Look back on myself, reflecting while I'm still hearing that myself has changed for the better. My final reflect, it's my final reflect, it's my final reflect, my final reflect, it's my final reflect.
Nothing but the pain you see is the end of that kind of book for me. The first chapter of an open book. A step toward Christ was all it took. Sin I'm fighting. Sin will never stop trying.
Never stop trying. Jesus bought my life with his blood. Now there's no more dying.
Here I go again, every time I look back, feels like I'm condemned. Look back on myself, reflecting while I'm still hearing that myself has changed for the better. My final reflect, it's my final reflect, it's my final reflect, my final reflect, it's my final reflect.
I was lucky, man, because I got that beat from Looperman 2, but the same producer had three instrumentals that like three instrumental loops that all go together. I'm sitting like, all right, so this is the verse, this is the chorus, and I can see this being a bridge or something, and the ending. I'm sitting there like, man, we were able to put something together with literally nothing. All we had was a camera, and that mic that you saw me use is what I started off with recording music for. So if you don't have no $200 mic, You don't need one. Get a $20 mic and get started. You can get started on anything you want today. You know, all it takes is just, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. You know, that's all it takes. Motivation or inspiration. Haha. Shout out Nate Doggy Style. So yeah, with that song, clearly, you know, the video was kind of lacking substance, and we took like, I don't know, 2 hours of shots that we recorded over the period of like 3 days, and then I just edited them together because I'm sitting like, well, I wanted to be dramatic. You know, I'm looking in the mirror like I'm pissed at myself. Excuse me, my brother is slamming me against the door. I had to tell him like, don't be gentleman. Actually, slam me against the door because it has to look real. So let's make it real. And we had to do that 3 times just to get that one take. But yeah, I stand by all my work. You know, I feel like, you know, the Bible teaches us if we stay faithful with a little bit, then He'll give us more. And I mean, if you're familiar with my music, look at what I'm putting out now compared to then. So definitely want to, man. And this is another one that, you know, I would literally rewrite all the lyrics if I can get somebody to reproduce it. I don't even know the producer's name, but I mean, brother, if you see this, man, I love you, bro. You know, you helped start my career, so definitely. Definitely something interesting about shooting that music video is that G-Top was 14 at the time with no experience, and you know, we were gonna try to put him an album out, put him an album out, and then you know, just try to you know, get him into the music business as well. He pretty much came up with a lot of the shots. I came up with some myself because I had a little bit of a vision, and we went to town. You know, we saw a stage, and I'm like, yo, let's go back to the crib. Let's go get my stage mic and a stand, and let's just perform the song a little bit. Yeah, no, we got it done, and you know, I think for somebody's first time putting together a music video and a song, who has no idea what he's doing, I think I did a good job. I'm not trying to brag. I just, you know, that's where it went. But I'm not going to yap your ear off. If you stay with me this long, I really do appreciate it. And if you enjoyed these songs, like I said, they're both going to be individually uploaded on Neon Global Entertainment as well. It'll be subsequent to this video. So, you know, I'm not bombarding you guys with content. And if you liked them, you know, drop a like in the comment. If you didn't like them, still drop a like in the comment. You know, I give you my word, as we progress, you'll see a lot of progression and me getting better. And hopefully some of these songs that if you've never heard them before, you know, they'll touch you. Not Standing by Myself, I believe it's still on SoundCloud. So if you liked it, you could download it. And Final Reflect it was just a video. There was no sound, or there was no like SoundCloud or anything like that. I just wanted to put a video together and put it up there. So yeah, man, I can't wait. The next songs that we're gonna be doing is a little bit better quality, definitely better style, a lot more diverse, and yeah, I hope that you guys really do appreciate my music, because I appreciate you guys, you know. So holla at your boy. Stay in prayerful about everything. Keep everything in its proper place. And above all things, remain prayerful about everything. I just said that twice now. So and I said it earlier, so there's no way you could miss that. Stay prayerful about everything. From 10 years ago, I will see you guys next time, where I'll only be doing one song, and it'll be better quality. So God bless, one love, and keep the faith.